Welcome, everybody. I haven't been on YouTube in a while. I posted up some clips here and there once in a while. But now, today, it's going to be a doozy because I'm going to rant and rave about what's happening to the WWE and the mess that they're into. So, that being said, let's dive into this today. First of all, if you're not following me on TikTok, it's the same name I have on here, SID-THE-KID Wrestling on TikTok. People on TikTok, SID-THE-KID Wrestling on YouTube. Now, I have always been a huge WWE supporter. Even through the Monday Night Wars, I was always 100% behind WWE. Yes, I did watch a little bit of WCW because some of the stars were there. But majority of the time, I was always a WWE fan. And simply because Vince McMahon knew how to get everybody's attention. He knew how to create great storylines. He knew how to get the fans involved. And he knew what to do and how to do it and when to do it at the exact time and who to do it with. And that's what made the WWE huge. Went from being WrestleMania 3 was like the big thing. WrestleMania 1. If it wasn't for WrestleMania 1, we wouldn't have WrestleMania 2, 3, and so on and so forth. But WrestleMania 3 really skyrocketed, right? And the matches on that card were phenomenal. Like Hogan Andre. We all know about the Andre. We all know about the WrestleMania 6 with Hogan and Warrior. You know, we all know about Brock Lesnar, which I will get into some other time. But the WWE and Vince McMahon control knew how to create wrestling entertainment. He wasn't about World Wrestling Entertainment, or Wrestling Federation, that's what his name was. He wasn't about the wrestling. He was about more of entertaining the people. But the wrestlers involved, yes, to start the match, of course. But the entertainment is what he was into. And that's what made WWE what it was until he got pushed out. And that is where we're going to start off here today. I firmly believe, I didn't believe it for a while, but I firmly believe now that if Vince McMahon was still in control of WWE, we wouldn't be in this mess that we're in today. The mess is this. TKO, which should have never been involved with WWE whatsoever, is going bankrupt. In order for them to get out of the bankruptcy, they got to go to a big country with lots of money to get them out. And what country is that? Saudi Arabia. Okay? And Triple H has no say in it. Triple H is basically a creative control officer. He's the one that controls the creativeness of the matches, of the stories, of the show. He has no say. He has a little bit of say about where to go. Because he's a wrestler. He knows his stuff. That he's about storytelling. That's his main goal, is storytelling. He doesn't hire people. Nick Khan hires him. Nick Khan brings him to him, say, hey, we brought him back. Like AJ Lee, for instance. Yes, she signed a contract right there in front of Triple H. But that was not how it actually goes. When a wrestler signs WWE, it doesn't matter who he is. And same with CM Punk. When he came on, okay? You got to go through all these steps in order to make you the better star. And that doesn't go through Triple H. That goes through other sources. And then it comes right to Triple H at the final end, and he approves it because he wants a certain wrestler in. And so Nick Khan wanted CM Punk. So what he did, he reached out to him. This has been like about 3 days before CM Punk came to WWE. Nick Khan approached Triple H. Why can't we bring this guy in? It's in Chicago. We'll get a huge pop. Let's try it. Triple H, go for it. He gave it okay for it. He's like, let's go ahead and do it. And then everybody went along with the negotiations. You gotta go to the lawyer. You gotta do it to the lawyers. You gotta pay lawyer fees. You gotta do the creativity of where do we see CM Punk in the next 5, 6, 7 years? what feuds is going to go into. All this stuff goes into effect before it reaches Triple H. When it goes to Triple H, he finalizes it. He's like, hey, I got this guy. Let's put him against Drew McIntyre. It may not work good, but if you tell a long story, it's going to be phenomenal. And it was. It was just a fantastic feud in itself. It was just awesome. And then when they brought in CM Punk, Seth Rollins, that feud is going great. Triple H, as a creative control officer, knows what he's doing. But there's some stuff that he doesn't know what he's doing. I'll give Triple H his dues. He's a great booker. He really is. He's using the same formula that Vince McMahon used back in the day. You have 30, 40, 50 people in your roster, but only use 10 of them per show. Then why do you have the other ones? In case somebody gets hurt. Bring somebody else into it. And that's what they do. Majority of the roster sits back in catering and wait. Now with the major pay-per-views, I'm calling pay-per-views, I don't care what you guys call them. I'm old school. I'm a Vince guy. I'm a Bruce Pritchard guy. I call them pay-per-views, okay? When you had the four big ones, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series, you never ever put WrestleMania on an overseas show. Never. And you never had 2 nights of WrestleMania. I remember a lot of times WrestleMania would have 8 to 9 matches, 10 matches possibly. It may have a big battle royal, so everybody else that's not involved in the matches can be in that battle royal, so everybody gets a payout. We don't see that nowadays. I really don't know why we don't see that. I really don't. We only need to see WrestleMania once. That's it. Done. Have it on Sunday. Have it fall out on a Monday Night Raw. Perfect timing. Triple H doesn't understand that. Triple H wants more money. Like the company, TKO, wants more money. So, they do 2 nights. This is even before TKO came involved. Vince decided, well, you know what? I want to bring in more money here. Let's have a 2-night event. And it worked for WrestleMania. Not so much for SummerSlam. And not so much, it's not going to work for Survivor Series or Royal Rumble. It worked for WrestleMania. Because WrestleMania is the card of the year. You can't top that. No other wrestling competition. If you were to go on Saturday or Sunday night, head on with WrestleMania, your show would be a shit show. No one going to watch it because it's a WrestleMania weekend. This year with SummerSlam, 2-night event. Okay, it worked. It was a fluke. It worked because you got the main guys on there. But at the same time, you don't have everybody on that card. And Triple H will argue with you and say, well, you know, I can't put anybody else on the card. Yeah, you can. When in doubt, battle royal it up and have a good time with it. Just have a great time. And they don't do that. And it's sad to see that because a lot of odd favorite wrestlers that we see, that we want to see that are on the roster, we don't get to see them on PLEs. We see them on maybe once a month on a Raw or SmackDown or NXT, right? That part, I blame Triple H for that, okay? He has some say to tell these people, board of directors and all that stuff, hey, you know, this is the way we do stuff. This is not the way the way we're doing it. We do not ever do it that way because we're pissing off our fans, our loyal fans, and we can't do that. Yes, it's bringing in more money, but if that's all we are is about money grabbing, get out. Just get out and be done with it, right? But, you know, TKO has control, and TKO wants to treat WWE like UFC. Now, TKO is basically saying to WWE, UFC brings in more money than you guys, with less dates and less matches and less showing. No, they don't. WWE is on Mondays, Tuesdays, fucking Fridays, fucking Saturdays, and constantly on all week. We bringing in more and more money each and every time, guys. UFC doesn't do that. And yet, they pay their guys in UFC loads of money to just do maybe 2 matches every 2 or 3 months. Whereas WWE, a show every single night. You got live events happening, you got conferences happening, you got interviews happening, you got matches happening, you got segments happening. Every single week, the WWE brings in more money than UFC. And that's a fact. You can look it up, you can fact check it, but that's a fact. Since TKO purchased AAA Wrestling, this is where the problem began. This is exactly where it began with them, okay? See, I don't think that they were, how can I say it, wise to the fact that there was a lawsuit happening with AAA Wrestling and another person that's been going on for years. And, well, when TKO bought out AAA Wrestling, they bought that problem and they had to pay that guy out. I forget who the guy was. I forget what kind of thing it was, but it was a huge, huge thing with AAA Wrestling. And they bought AAA out like millions of dollars. And they had to pay that one guy millions of dollars. So the money that they bought out AAA Wrestling, half of that, or maybe 3/4 of that, went to that one person who was suing that company for years and years. Now TKO is thinking to themselves, oh, okay, we're fucked up. How do we fix this? How do we're going bankrupt? We bought a $1 billion company that's not even worth that anymore because majority of the money that we spent went to that one guy who was living his life down in Caribbean Islands, whatever the heck he's doing now. And my hat's off to that person, wherever the heck it was. TKO is thinking to themselves, how do we get our money back in a short amount of time? Short amount of time with all the money. WrestleMania, two nights. Las Vegas, great time. This year's WrestleMania sucked. I don't care what people guys say, it sucked. There was no concert, which we always have every year. All right. I don't think I've seen a really good backstage segment, if there even was one. And the revenue, Las Vegas, and the tickets that they were selling. Like, you would literally have to mortgage your house off. Like, I'm talking mortgage your house off. If you don't bring you, your wife, and your 3 kids with you, mortgage your damn house off just to get to the event and just to watch night 1. Not to mention night 2. If you got to watch night 2, you got to cash in your insurance policy just to watch night 2. And that's what TKO is all about, money grabbing. And the more money they get from you guys, the happier they become, and the worse the product is getting out. And that's what's happening. We don't have a good product. We don't have good storylines. Of course, yes, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, AJ Lee, Becky Lynch, that's amazing. That's fucking amazing. And you know what's going to happen with CM Punk. Anything that CM Punk touches turns to gold. Okay? Let's face it, he does. And we'll get to that in just a second here. So WrestleMania, John Cena turning heel, it kind of flopped from the get-go. From after he won title from Cody Rhodes, it kind of flopped. Right? Because The Rock wasn't around. The Rock was there, but didn't even show up for that. And if The Rock was there to help John Cena win the title, would have been a great thing to happen. I would have loved to have seen that. We never got to see that. And I don't think we ever will, because he didn't take Cody Rhodes' soul, right? With the money, the revenue that the TKO generated from WrestleMania, that's when they bought AAA Wrestling. Okay. And that's when everything went downhill. You see, here's the thing with buying out another company. Vince had a great idea with this. You take a company that's doing well and you drain them until they're worth nothing, basically. And that's when you buy them out. AAA Wrestling was on the high, and they were generating lots of money. And to buy them out, you got to pay a lot of money. TKO didn't think about that in their mind, and well, there you go. You got what you got, right? Now the question was all this summer, spring and summer, how do we bring the money back in? WrestleMania next year, Las Vegas, 2-timer. I'm okay with that. Because they had WrestleMania 4 and 5 back to back, Trump Plaza. This is the second time in wrestling history, that you actually saw a WrestleMania event back to back. And I'm perfectly fine with that. That's great. In Las Vegas, okay, but lower your prices, people. Lower the prices. If you lower the prices, the more people that come in. You'll get the money that you're looking for, and then some, with other people. They don't think that way. They want the money here, now, give it to me. It's like playing in a sandbox with a kid. Okay, you're in the sandbox with your friends. You have all these little trucks in your sandbox, and you want that one that your friend has. What are you going to do? You're going to say, I will trade you one of my trucks that's crap, but you like it. And you give me all your toys. Yeah, you got all the toys, but you can't play with them because you got too many of them. You see what I'm getting at with all this? TKO did not know what they were getting themselves into. And they did not, I believe that they did not consult Triple H on AAA Wrestling and what was happening over there. They just went out and bought themselves. AAA Wrestling is doing phenomenal. Okay, I haven't really watched an actual whole show of it. I've seen highlights of it. It looks like a pretty damn good show. But you won't see me watch the whole thing. It's just, it's not me, and it's not going to be me. Maybe I'll watch it down the road. No, when you start bringing in WWE wrestlers into a luchador wrestling organization, I don't want nothing to do with it because it's a WWE product. Like, I saw the Wyatt 6 was out there this weekend. Dominic became the AAA Mega Champion, which is phenomenal for him. I mean, they're really boosting that guy up that you wouldn't believe. They're just rocking behind him. And the Mexicans are right behind Dominic. And it's amazing what that guy's actually doing. The potential he's doing out there, phenomenal. It really is. Now, back to AAA and TKO and how to make more money. Saudis, here they come again. For years, they've been wanting WWE to do a Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. And the Saudis were waiting for them to just almost collapse. It's like, okay, where can we find more money? We need more money. Saudis, we got to deal with Saudis. Saudis come to them, hey, you know what? Do a Royal Rumble here next year. This is January the 30th coming up here, guys. You're going to see Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. 1, 2 in the morning. It's bullshit. Because we got the Women's Royal Rumble as well. Now, are we going to see that at the Royal Rumble or not? I don't know. And, you know, the Saudis have their way. If they have their way, which they will, Sami Zayn is going to win that Royal Rumble this year. Because he's a Saudi guy. And people want to see their homegrown superstar like Sami Zayn win it. And right now, as it is, he's got the United States title, and he's doing phenomenal work. My Canadian guy, I love him, man. No disrespect to Sami Zayn. But if they're going to make him as winner of that Royal Rumble, there better be some other guys that he can actually tangle with that he can get him out. Okay? If not, then this is going to be a bust. It really is, okay? Back to Vince. Royal Rumble. Would that be anywhere else? No. The Royal Rumble is exclusive to the U.S. because we want to watch that kind of a show at night, not 2, 3 o'clock in the damn morning. It makes sense, all right? I mean, if you could put like the Greatest Royal Rumble Part 2, because they've had one there before. Do a Part 2 one over there this year. Put 40 people out there, like you did last time. Phenomenal, that'd be awesome. But to actually have the Royal Rumble over there, it's pissing off a lot of people like myself. And I'm not in favor for it. I think it sucks. But it is what it is. TKO thinks to themselves, okay, if we generate that much money over there, this is just them thinking out loud. If we can generate a lot of money with that Royal Rumble, the Saudis have always wanted a WrestleMania over there. Why don't we reach out to them? Now, see, the Saudis, you guys are awesome people, okay? But you guys don't know who to cheer for and who not to cheer for. And you're not on your seats all the time. I've seen the Saudi events, and you guys suck at it. You really do. Paris, I would have been awesome to have WrestleMania in Paris. Oh, that would have been a phenomenal thing. I'm all for, just to get it clear, I'm all for WrestleMania to go anywhere to get a big rise out thing. Like, I'm all for them going to the UK, Paris, Germany, for kind of Australia, anywhere but Saudi Arabia. And the reason for not Saudi Arabia is because you guys don't know how to cheer and boo these guys that are actual villains and heroes. And a lot of you out there, you want to see these legends. Because you never saw them before. You want to see legends. So this is what's going to happen at that WrestleMania. The card before that, after WrestleMania this next year, this whole build-up for next year's WrestleMania, it's going to be a bust. Okay? Simply because in Saudi Arabia, they want to see legends. They want to see legend matches. They consider that to be a WrestleMania moment. All right? Okay, so let's fantasize booking here for a second. All right? For one thing, the Saudis don't know anything about wrestling. I mean, heck, one time they won Yokozuna Jr. versus Andre the Giant. Two guys have been dead for years, and they wanted that as a wrestling match. Would have been awesome. Fantasy booking would have been awesome. No, they're going to probably want Hulk Hogan for that year. You know? That's never going to happen. But now they're going to probably think to themselves, okay, we want Austin Rock. Again, let's put Austin Rock for... sorry, how much is it going to cost for you guys to put Austin Rock back out there? Because that's a WrestleMania moment for us. Money talks, people walk, right? Just like the old saying goes, everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man, right? So that's what they probably would do. Do an Austin Rock kind of thing. With no build-up to it whatsoever. Maybe about a month of build-up. Just to it. You know? And then they're probably going to have something like, hey, let's take Taker out for one time. And let's have him go up against Brock Lesnar again. Taker, Brock Lesnar, part 20, whatever. No, it's gonna be a bust because Taker is not wrestling no more. Goldberg. Hey, let's put Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. They had a good match at WrestleMania one time. Yeah, let's make sure Goldberg has a proper retirement match at WrestleMania. Let's do that for him. Let's give him about $5 million. Say, hey, go out there, wrestle Brock Lesnar, and be done. Another WrestleMania moment. They don't care about storylines. They care about WrestleMania moments. Another wrestler that they probably would say, guys, let's do this one. Let's do Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash. Okay, I love Kevin Nash. Last member of the NWO. I feel like that. I really do. But Kevin Nash versus, let's say, Roman Reigns. Okay, we'll put Roman Reigns out there. All right. Good match. It's a Legends match. It's a WrestleMania match. It's not an actual storyline match. So you can't go further with it. It's just when the match is over, it's done. Oh, hey, let's put John Cena back out there. He said he's retired, but let's just do one more match. Let's put John Cena versus Kurt Angle out there for one match. This should be John Cena's retirement match, is what they're going to say. This should be it. Make that a match. There it is. Money talks, people walk. Right? Hey guys, just straight up. I am not a WWE fan anymore. I didn't even watch all of SmackDown. And I love SmackDown. I didn't watch it all. And that's sad. I can't even stomach to watch Raw. It's so boring. Like, I like the superstars out there. I hate the booking. And I hate the fact, and this is what happened on SmackDown. We had a backstage segment of Sami Zayn and Phoenix for open challenge match. Why couldn't Sami Zayn be out at the ring and say, hey, if you want a title shot, come and get it? No, I'd be a backstage segment. And next week is another backstage segment, which I'm not going to watch. I'm done watching and WWE stuff. I truly am, people. Now, what am I going to be watching? I'm going to watch stuff that I like to watch back in the day, the vintage WWE stuff. The stuff that I can sit down and watch for 8-9 hours and still be enthralled with it. I can't watch this crap. Anything from 2000 up, No, I'm not going to be watching it. I don't care for it no more. And that's something that's hit me right here in the heart today. Is just saying that I don't like WWE product anymore. And I got loads of WWE stuff. I can't stomach it no more. So yeah, I'm going to be watching vintage WWE stuff on YouTube. I'm going to be streaming that on YouTube. Of course I am. And I'm also going to be I'm trying to get away to watch NWA Power. Because NWA Power is my kind of wrestling. And it's on Roku, but I can't really get it on my PC, but I can get it on my TV out there, but I want to stream it properly. So I'm going to try to do something with that. And moving forward, I think it'd be a great thing to actually see. Because there's a lot of guys, that former WWE wrestlers, that are over there, and they're making phenomenal matches, phenomenal stories, and they're on for an hour every Tuesday. And their pay-per-views are magnificent. It's old age nostalgia of vintage wrestling at its best. And that's what I like about it. So I'm trying to get into that. In the meantime, we're going to be going straight into, primetime wrestling with Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Brain Heenan. That was great stuff back then. I loved every freaking moment of it. And vintage wrestling, I'm going to be showing like AWA stuff, documentaries of Jake Snake Roberts, of Andre the Giant, of Dusty Rhodes. That's what I'm going to be showing because that's what I like. I like that as wrestling. Because to me, that's wrestling. That's entertainment. That's wrestling entertainment at its best. And it will never get any better than that, no matter what people tell you. So yeah, I'm done watching current WWE stuff. I don't care who wins. I don't care who loses. I was all for AJ Lee coming back, but I don't even want to watch her anymore. No, because she got the pop on Friday, but it was lame on Monday. She got a $10 million a year contract for the next 5 years. Good for her. Fantastic. $50 million. You're gone, right? That's your retirement year. 5 years, you're out of here. I'm proud of her for that. But her promo on Raw, that's not AJ Lee I used to know. And I know she's just coming back. She hasn't wrestled in 10 years and stuff. This is just not the wrestler that I know anymore, and not the wrestler that I care about anymore. And same with CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes. I don't care for them no more, guys. I truly, truly don't. So I'm going to be ranting about WWE stuff from here on out. I'm going to be putting them up on here. Because who knows what's happening with TikTok nowadays, right? But yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate everything. Like I said, if you subscribe to my channel, you're going to see more weekly. It'll be every Saturday of me ranting about WWE product for the week. I'm not watching, I'm just hearing stuff. I may catch a little glimpse of it here and there, but I'm going to be ranting about it. About what's wrong and what the hell's happening with the product. I'll catch you guys later. I love my Andre the Giant. Always have been, always will be. Brock Lesnar. That's another video we're going to be talking about. Really, really in the near future. Hogan Warrior WrestleMania 6. We'll be watching that down the road too. So much other stuff around here. Thanks for coming in, guys. Thanks for listening to what I'm going to be saying. I'm going to be more active on here as the week goes by. Every Saturday, you can hear me rant about WWE stuff. And maybe throughout the week, you can hear me rant. You will hear me rant about Brock Lesnar. You will hear about that. And you will hear about the fact that what is wrong with WWE in the week and what they should have done this past week. I'll catch you guys later. This is SID-THE-KID Wrestling. Say, take it easy out there. If you love WWE Wrestling, by all means watch it. But it's not the way it used to be, and I don't like it no more. See you guys later.